started off as little memorials, and then we started adding stories to them. So there's one.
Hi, am I live? Is this even working? Hello. Hi. Hi. Where even is my stream? What the heck? YouTube, get together. You guys hear me? Can I get a heck yeah, we hear you in the chat, please? I'd appreciate that a lot. Heck yeah, we hear you. As soon as I see that, I know that I'm good to go. Yeah, you're live. Okay, great. All right. So here's the deal. I'm rushing around today because I slept in. But the event is live. It's starting in 14 minutes, but they're going live with some stuff beforehand. So I'm gonna flick over to it while I finish setting up a couple of things. I just wanted to make sure I was live and I was rolling, okay? So.
What's really great about our community is they come together. They find a common thing that they want to develop.
I need to go get my headset.
Unlocked, and they just put time and effort into it.
We don't put them in easy to find places. So that means players are genuinely, hopefully enjoying just exploring the environment and finding all these little Easter eggs we've hidden around. And also not the Easter eggs, just the main part of the game and all the storytelling we put into it. I haven't found all of them. I don't know exactly how many there are, but they haven't found all of the ducks yet.
Encouraged by the community's response to the ducks, developers recently hid another secret in the game and made it the focal point of an all-new community challenge.
We actually put Tommy the Teddy Bear into the game. So Tommy the Teddy Bear is a trauma teddy mentioned in a lot of lore, but the bear itself actually was not in the game. With episode 3, we put a bunch of them into the world, actually opened up an Easter egg hunt for him specifically.
It's a nice little exciting moment when you kind of open Reddit and you see someone's found the thing that you kind of just snuck in under the radar and no one really knows about it.
So stressed
And
out. So stressed
really
out.
Clever. There's some hard
I did not
Easter
leave
eggs that
myself
some of the
enough
level
time
designers
today.
and gameplay designers have put in, and people have managed to solve it with no help whatsoever.
All right, I'm turning that way down for now because it hasn't really started yet.
Next time you boot up the Division 2.
And I've lost my chat again. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind.
The 2017 winner of the Indie series that took place in Montreal. So let's find out more about the beautiful coziness of Spirit Fair in this next video.
Oh my gosh. How are you all? How is everyone today? Hello, Gary. Gary, welcome back, Gary. How you doing? Good to see you again.
And our new game, Spirit Fair, which is due out later this year.
We can't even log in? You're talking about?
Hey,
Gary, thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks, Kim.
Is a huge challenge. There's so much trial and error on the path, and during the Sundered production,
What happened to the sound? I toned it down just until it starts.
As co-winners of the
You're a bit too quiet. I can fix that.
2017, we received
Is that a little bit better? I don't want to peak the microphone too much.
and access to the Ubisoft testing facilities. So we're grateful to Ubisoft for their support and helping us make what would become our biggest success to date. We've taken that
So,
experience with us.
honestly, I didn't really know if I wanted to stream this event or not because there's not much happening at Ubisoft right now. Unless they show Skull and Bones, and then everything will be made right in the world. But most of Ubisoft's stuff right now is like, Assassin's Creed and Far Cry, which I like Far Cry, so I'm excited to see Far Cry. I don't know, I guess we'll just have to see, but I'm not super hyped for this event. I'm hoping they surprise us. I think we've all seen enough of Watch Dogs, a game that isn't even out yet, but my gosh, I'm so ready to have that game out and just be done with. I'm sick of hearing about it. 10 minutes until it starts. Why you're not on Twitch? Because I can't dual stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Because YouTube sucks. But I will be on Twitch after this event. Unless this event lasts like 3 hours, and then I'll probably be pretty tired. Assassin's Creed looks bad. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if you guys watched that leaked gameplay footage of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but it does look really bad. Gary! I vote Kim for the ultimate waifu. Oh, she's not a waifu. She's mine. It doesn't waifu have to be like a fake. I don't know what a waifu is. Thank you, Gary, so much for the 20. KVB, thanks for that super chat. I appreciate that. We need more Just Dance. No, we don't. Because if you guys have been following me for a while, every Ubisoft stream I do on my channel ends up getting a strike and blocks me for being able to stream on YouTube again until my network goes in and gets it fixed for me. So please, if we get any Just Dance, any like heavy music parts, I'm turning those parts down. Because I can't deal with another friggin' strike. Gameplay is fine, but anytime they start blasting music, I'm gonna have to turn it down. I literally took a mouthful of bacon when Martin Bacon donated $1. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it. But what about you guys? Are you guys excited? Give me your excited Ubisoft fans. Give me your energy. Give me your excited energy for this. I need it. I need it. Kim is the best waifu. Okay, if you say so. Are you logged in? Are you play? I am not. Why? Should I be? Does Valhalla look that bad? Yeah, it looks pretty bad. It looks, a lot of people were comparing it to Witcher 3, but, like, worse graphics. We can't hear you. There's a little button on whatever device you're watching on called volume. Do the old turn up. I'm excited 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 does not sound excited. Child of Light 2? Honestly, I'd be more excited for Child of Light 2 than most things. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remastered. Didn't we already get that? Isn't that already a thing?
Customization includes all of the physical attributes, as well as gear, equipment, or even full.
I am eating a cheat breakfast because I woke up late and I wanted to eat before I streamed. I'm eating a little, it's like a little, you mix in the egg and the bacon. It's not the best, but you microwave it and it's ready in like a minute. Don't judge me, okay? I'll eat a real meal after this. Hold on, Witcher 3 is amazing? It is amazing. Yeah. It is. And it released 5 years ago. Why do we need a game that's not as good as Witcher 3 being released now? What's your point? I don't get it. Oh my god, Nightbot. That's not correct. I mean, you can donate to that link. And I think it'll still work. I think that'll still go to charity. I hate streaming. I gotta tell you. It's one of the hardest things to do. I have so much respect to streamers because it's such a hassle.
Each of your teammates picks a target. You can even link it to your 3 sync-shot drones for a simultaneous 7-target takedown. The teammates have weapons equipped at all times, a versatile assault rifle to accommodate all situations, and a primary weapon.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
To fine-tune. Indeed, apart from mark upgrades and passive bonuses, the full gunsmith is accessible to your teammates, and their weapon of choice.
Hey, Retro Robbie, how you going? All right, it starts in 5 minutes. Wood's a bit sassy. I just woke up, so I'm morning sassy.
From close distance shotgun wielding, all the way to long distance sniper shots. Of course, if you get taken down, your teammates' priority will be to try.
They keep saying login problems. Just watch it on YouTube.
Focus their fire on the surrounding enemies before getting to you, and they will expect the same.
Why do you not like streaming? I just said it's a hassle. There's so many technical issues. Sam, thanks for the donation. Oh, wait, did I miss a 50? Thanks, Wood, for all your content. PS Ubi servers are down. Can't log in to stream rewards. Watch Dogs 2 PC, a jacket, and Valhalla content. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm sorry that it's down, and I hope it comes back for you. Thank you for the donation. It's insane, thank you. And then 5 from Midicus, for your trouble when Ubi strikes you. Yeah, they probably will.
Hey Ghosts, I'm Grace from the Ghost Recon team. As you've just seen, the AI teammates are finally
Assassin's Creed 2 for Switch? You think they would have by now.
On July 15th. Alongside the AI teammates, this update comes with a ton of new content, including a gunsmith upgrade, new PvP content.
So does anyone know how long this event is? I'm really hoping it's not like 2 hours.
During our nenext free weekend from July 16th to
Oh yeah, you'll know there'll be Hyperscape talk.
One last thing to show you. Enjoy, and we'll see you on Aroa, Ghosts.
To anyone listening, this is Haruhito speaking for the outcasts.
Why aren't those donation noises playing either? I'm so confused.
We stand against Sentinel's illegal occupation of Aroa.
Mario and Rabbids 2 with Rayman or For Honor. I don't think they'll do another Mario and Rabbids because I don't think the last one did very well. I don't know how well it did, but it always seemed to be in the bargain bin. Lots of love from Seol. It's 4 a.m. here. Thank you, Sam. $4.99 says sequel to Rayman Legends incoming. Hopefully. Y'all like that game, right? I'm not a big fan of the Rayman games. Let's get some Rayman hype in the chat from the Rayman fans. 3 minutes. Mukbang for us Woods. No! But thank you so much for that donation, Gary. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Gary, going crazy yet again. Splinter Cell reboot or Prince of Persia? You are asking way too much, but I would love both of those things to happen. Oh, I can hear the donation sound now too. I think my volume was just being overpowered by the stream. Also, this stream quality is absolute poo-poo banoo-poo. 1080p 60 frames. This is so not 1080p 60 frames. I can barely see this. This is ugly. Fix your stream, Ubisoft. Why didn't that autoplay? Why is it not autoplaying? His stream is broken. It's so ugly. The resolution's so bad.
I was gonna interrogate him. Oh, you can interrogate this guy though. Oh, okay.
Hey, do we get a new member? Totoff. Richardson. I'm just gonna call you Richardson. Thanks so much for becoming a member. Just spent 50 on Storia Seasons on Switch because your recommendation. Can't wait to play it. I have never, ever talked about Storia Seasons. I've never played it. I know nothing about it. So it definitely wasn't my recommendation. But I hope you enjoy it. Those games don't look super fun to me. But maybe I'll check it out on your recommendation, Ray J. Miles McLean with 999. I'd love a Charter Light sequel, another South Park game, something new from Steep, and It's Out Right Now announcement. Love you and Kim. Congrats on the 1 million. Thank you, Miles, and I hope all of your dreams come true. Haywood, what's your shoe size? Package to send. I actually don't know my shoe size. I would guess 11, but I'm not sure. All right, 58 seconds. 58 seconds to go. Getting treated to some Dragon Force before we lead into it too. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Ba-da-ba-ba. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Segments you captured from our games. Spread the joy.
People out here waiting for Rayman Legends. I'm out here waiting for the ultimate fight. Mountain Dew vs. Sprite Fizz edition. All right. Okay, let's go.
Watching this pre-show and enjoy Ubisoft Forward.
I'm turning it up. Let me know how it sounds. Let me know if you want me to turn anything down, turn anything up. Let's go, guys. Let's try and be excited for Ubisoft. Woo!
This is Ubisoft.
This is Ubisoft.
Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs. See the games.
Smash that like button. That's something you can do.
Hi everyone, I'm Neelam Kumar, and I'm very excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Mageed. Today's show is all about getting up close and in-depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste. So let's head straight for the streets of futuristic London and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
Okay, so we're starting with Watch Dogs. Cool.
The illegal paintings spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London are not the work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an individual.
Thank you, William.
Criminals suspected to have links with the terrorist group DedSec are marked for them to be dangerous. Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out, because I was not a foreigner. Then, they came for the protesters, and I did not speak out, because I was not a protester. Then they came for the journalists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists, but I did not speak out, because I am not a street artist.
Volume is perfectly fine. The volume is literally perfectly fine. It's almost louder than I can yell over it. I don't know if it's just me, but again, I've seen so much of this game.
And there would be no one left to speak for me.
That I just really don't care anymore.
Where are we off to, sir?
It's fine. I'll show you the way.
Okay, sorry, miss. Jesus! All right, so we're in a total mess now, so let's get the hell out of here.
Are we done with the cinematic trailer? Can we actually either see some gameplay or just get a release date and move on from this game?
And there's nothing more debilitating than that. This way, not to be able to do what you're passionate about.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed Albion...
Well, well, well. Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift for our new members.
Cringe.
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try it on.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents...
Whoa, what's wrong with his nose? Do you guys see that? Is his nose like weird little slits? That trailer sucked. That was very boring.
I'm Clint Hawking.
Clint has been a longtime creative force here at Ubisoft, and now he's bringing this vision to Watch Dogs Legion.
Thank you for that donation.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic
Wait, so that
vision and
wasn't
visual
actually
style.
a trailer for the game? That was just a short
Like
movie
the film,
they made?
Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in
it was
order
a
to
film?
come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you, you help them with their problem, you play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure and I'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team. And then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
Watch Dogs.
London town. A modern metropolis.
I'm confused as
Built
well.
on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Oh my God. Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
With London
I
under attack
agree,
by a
Zip and
mysterious
Sword.
terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong?
I don't care about
Ladies
this
and
game
gentlemen,
anymore.
Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion.
I feel like I've been looking at
He's
it for 2
kindly stepped up to
years.
establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
You made me a slave.
Probably will,
You
Corey.
do not want to ruffle her feathers. With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
It's very Saints Row looking.
Braces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him. Her. Or even her. Everyone could become your next secret weapon. In our first mission, we need to get some dirt on Nigel Cass, and that means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of London. All the hardy souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you
No,
like.
it's not like Cyberpunk. Don't compare it to Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's gonna be good.
Get to work and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy. He can even call his own cargo drone. Perfect for gate crashing, when you're not invited. And who needs a regular old gun when you have a bloody nail gun?
Come here, you soidoid shitboy. Jesus Christ, what is that thing?
Perhaps we
You
could
were
approach
just
this
on
mission
something
differently.
much
If
bigger
you
than
wanted to
that.
keep
Why
your
are you
distance,
surprised
got
by
you
it?
covered. Amy is a drone expert,
What have we here?
a real tech connoisseur.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Here we are. Let's class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
She aims, she fires, she hits.
I'm reading incoming drones.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor. And if you are not into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done.
It's Keanu Reeves.
Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here might be challenging, but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Don't mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything suspicious and she'll probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. Criminals running our streets, illegals threatening our families, the police commissioner himself, assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation
that's how I
and
feel.
putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again.
Kind of want to move on.
Don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Can we get a next game in the chat, please? Hey, smash that like button if you're excited for Watch Dogs Legion.
He does have a slight drinking problem, though. And he's passed out.
They're spoiling too much. They're
We'll
just
come back to
showing too much.
You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional.
I get it. You can play different ways. Next game in the chat. Next game in the chat. Gonna get copyright claim.
Some might even call him an artist.
Next bloody game. Okay, so he's the John Wick. Why would that guy stop shooting him?
Here's the bastard responsible. Done and dusted.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero. So get out there, find the best recruits, and build your resistance. It's time to take back London.
That game could be fun. It's just they're showing way too much of it. That trailer was all very boring. October 29th. Oh, so it actually has a release date
city,
now.
Teeming with unique locales and characters has always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Munt to tell us more.
Wait, are we learning more about Watch Dogs Legions?
My name's Amanda Munt. I'm a level artist on Watch Dogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto. Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because we do get the freedom to kind of like pick and choose what little details we want to depict. And we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs. in AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2, and there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity.
Thank you.
I was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some of the people that I was showing our demo to were from London, so no matter where I dropped them in the city, they would go, "Oh my God, this feels like Camden. This, this feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster." When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, builds these worlds with care. I love it.
It's almost over. Is it? Is that it? Okay, cool. Watch Dogs is over. I don't know why we're on Brawlhalla, but
fans. In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle it out with your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
Is this an out of season's April Fool's joke?
3, 2, 1, brawl!
How embarrassing. How embarrassing. This is the second announcement. Yikes. They're trying to make it so epic. It's not a bad game, but I don't. Who cares? Who watching this cares about that coming to mobile?
And now, whether you need a Tom Clancy action fix on the go, or want to dive back into one of the most beloved fantasy franchises in gaming, we've got you covered.
I guess not, Jacob. Wait, is this another mobile game? That's 2 mobile games in a row. Oh! What's next, Ubisoft?
The target is being held on the ground floor.
This Fortnite? What is this? It's definitely Fortnite art style.
Contact! Montaigne is down. Request air support. Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound. Danger close.
I need an EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
Fortnite 2. Does anyone know what this is?
Get back in your cell!
Oh!
Hey, take this. Don't make me regret this.
Don't make me regret this. What is that? What? Oh, it's another mobile game!
Tom Clancy, it's been 5 years
It's another
since
mobile
Rainbow Six
game!
Siege first launched, and the community has never been stronger. In celebration of this milestone, Ubisoft Montreal has put together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
Oh. Oh. They won't make a new Splinter Cell game, but they'll put him into another crappy mobile game.
Released Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm sorry.
A
What?
game built on a strong vision.
They just did 3 mobile games in a row, and they used Splinter Cell against us.
Pour le joueur, le 1er décembre, c'est un début, mais pour nous aussi. Il faut tout de suite s'engager et dire aux joueurs, ce jeu est installé, tu peux t'y installer aussi, et nous serons là.
That original vision was quickly adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a whole new level.
I got it! This is such a special moment, and being at 1-year anniversary of Rainbow Six now, game being stronger than ever, more players today than we had in the past, it means the world to us.
But we also had our share of challenges.
Health that touches upon subjects like matchmaking, connectivity, all those aspects are absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
Through it all, we're always driven by you, our community, and together, we grow stronger.
There is no sequel plan, and we're here for the next 10 years, so expect more Rainbow Six in your life for quite some time.
Thank you, Vikings.
Look at this.
Tous les succès, c'est vraiment le résultat de autant de nous que de vous. Ce jeu, il est autant le vôtre qu'il est le nôtre, nous, l'équipe de développement.
Now 60 million players strong, we're just getting started. From the devs that build the game to the community that plays it, thank you.
If you haven't tried it yet, dive into our new Operation Steel Wave update available now and take Ace and Malusi out for a spin.
A few days ago, we introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter. Now, it's time to venture into the hyperscape.
Yeah, thank you. I played this on Twitch.
Wait, what was that? A hack in a hyperscape.
If it wasn't
That's
for the
not
Twitch
supposed to be
interaction, this game isn't very fun.
Let me get you all up to speed, okay?
It's very bare bones basic.
About 30 years ago,
It's another
everything
battle
that we feared
royale,
about our
too.
future started to come true. We made some good decisions. We made some bad decisions. Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions. So, here we are. 10 billion souls living in the crush of the megacities. But the people at Prisma changed everything. They gave everyone a way out. The hyperscape. In the hyperscape, the biggest draw by far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone.
Thank you, VCIP.
If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt.
So many F's in the chat.
Users disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies at the heart of Hyperscape.
Is this Splatoon?
And we have to
Is
find
this
it.
Splatoon 3?
Some of us are searching for a way up.
I don't care
Some
about
of
this
us for a
long
way
as
out. And for others, a new
cutscene.
way all together.
It doesn't represent
That's
the
what
game
brings us
at
to
all.
the edge of the future.
The game is gray
To the
and muted,
hyperscape.
and it's a battle royale. We get it. You don't need to give us a trailer. Just say, hey, it's a battle
I'm JC,
royale.
creative
You played
director on
one.
Hyperscape.
You played them all.
JC's
We've
work
all
on
played
Far Cry
battle
Primal and
royales.
multiple
There's
Prince
like
of
a
Persia
million
titles
of
has
them.
established
Thank God
him as a top
Ubisoft made
creative
another
here at
one.
Ubisoft.
Thank gosh.
For me,
Thank you
what's
for the
exciting is,
awesome
we
cinematic
started
trailer
building it
for
from
another
scratch,
crappy
so it's
battle
grow,
royale that no one
adding
needs.
ideas,
And if
it's
it
really
wasn't
cool.
for the interaction
Hello,
with Twitch,
contender.
it wouldn't even have
Welcome to the
anything new
Hyperscape.
over any
The
other
game takes
battle
place in
royale game.
2054.
It's actually
It's in the
a
future
very boring
where
game.
humanity
Thank you,
has grown a little
Ubisoft, for
darker.
3 mobile games and a battle
One of
royale
the
so far.
companies there,
Oh, and for
they are
showing us
launching
Watch
what's called
Dogs for the
Hyperscape,
1
which is a
billionth
virtual world,
time.
the internet of the future. It's the place where everything converges. Within the virtual world, there is a battle royale that takes place.
Sad
in the
boy
virtual city
alert!
of Neo
Sad
Arcadia.
boy alert!
Then we also introduce a lot of new things. You get the opportunity to do parkour on the rooftops, to go into interiors where
We
it's
get
much
Fs
more
in the
narrow,
chat,
much more
please.
stressful.
some
You
Fs
get
in
to
the
go
chat,
to the
please.
landmarks where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players, so it's a risk-reward kind of deal.
It's just
introduce
like,
the notion of hacks,
where's
special
Beyond
abilities
Good and
that you can
Evil
pick up on the
2?
fly to adapt your tactics.
Where's
With
Skull and
hacks, you can do
Bones?
things like teleport yourself. You can wrap yourself into a ball
I wouldn't
and,
mind
bounce
seeing
around the
some Far
battlefield.
Cry 6, even though I
So
feel
a
like
lot
we
of
get a new Far Cry
abilities
game
that
every
let
year.
you have fun, that are stories
Speaking
that
of
you can
getting
play
games every year, I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of
Finally, it's made as a
Assassin's Creed,
spectacle,
maybe.
so all the viewers will be able to interact with the game on different levels through the
What
Twitch
did you
extension.
do with Prince of Persia, Ubisoft?
So every few minutes,
What did
there's
you
going to be a
do
vote, and viewers
with
will be able
Splinter
to
Cell?
decide
Where are all
what
your good
effect they want to affect the whole
franchises?
battle. So things like changing the gravity, infinite ammo, or stuff like that. So players, while this happens, really have to adapt to all kinds of stuff that is happening.
Like,
so for me, it's really exciting. because
Ubisoft
right now,
used to
as we
be
speak, we're launching the open beta, and so
such
it's
an
gonna be
amazing
available for,
developer and
free-to-play for all
publisher.
PC players
Assassin's
worldwide.
Creed
I
games,
really want
Splinter
to
Cell
thank all
games.
the players,
They
all
had
the
such
streamers, and
ambitions
all the
like games
viewers
like Skull and
participating in
Bones.
tech tests
Now
and,
it's
being
just
participating in
Assassin's
the open
Creed
beta.
every year
Here's a
and a
short
billion
list of
Tom
what you can
Clancy
expect.
games. And Watch Dogs has never really lived up to what they wanted it to be. What about Gods and Monsters? What the heck happened to that game? Is that game coming out ever?
Showtime.
That's mine. Let's show them what I'm made of.
My question is what happened to Prince of Persia? That's all I want to know. Why did they stop making those? How come everything they make has to have a gun or an assassin?
Watch closely.
Watch Dogs 2 wasn't bad. I'll be honest, Watch Dogs 2 wasn't bad. But I'm just sick of the new one and it's not even out yet. I'm just sick of seeing it and it looks so boring. The only gimmick to it is that you can play as anyone. I get that, but you've shown us that a million times now. Where is the game? Ubisoft killed those games a long time ago. They killed off their best franchises.
The digital
They
world
really
of the
did.
Hyperscape gave our artists and developers incredible freedom when it came to
How
designing
far into this
characters.
event are
Production
we?
manager Anna Maria Muska is going to take us behind the scenes of character design.
My name is Anna Maria Muska. I'm the production manager for characters and weapons on Hyperscape. We have paid an exceptional amount of detail to our characters. We switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as real people. So the second you pick a character, you see them in game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what challenges them. This was the first lineup of characters. This is our default base, but even starting from the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit?
She
Would this
looks like a
person
basic Karen.
Enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season,
They
we
all look
plan to
fine,
produce
but they're
new outfits for
super
these characters.
default-looking
So we're
people.
hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and maybe even correlate some of the accessories to what's gonna happen in the game. we're very excited to see it in people's hands.
It's in my hands. I
As we
played
move
it.
into the next generation of gaming, Ubisoft has been working closely with console makers to take advantage of all the extraordinary capabilities these new consoles will offer.
Now we have a special guest to tell us a little more.
Hey everyone, Phil Spencer from Xbox.
Phil, save
With
us.
Watch Dogs
Save us,
Legion,
Phil.
Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the
Thank you.
game on any version of Xbox you're playing on.
Phil, you're not
on
saving
Series
me.
X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing to create an absolutely immersive version of London like you've never seen before.
Phil.
Ubisoft has a unique ability to create immersive worlds,
Do they?
setting a new bar that continues to drive our industry forward. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I love the time I've spent exploring the world in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I can't wait for you to see the gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming up now.
All right, we know you've been waiting to hear more about this game since it was announced back in April.
Here is something.
And now it's time for a deep dive into the world of Vikings.
My name is Julien Laferrière, and I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Why
So
you
a
have to
couple
be
of weeks
mad?
ago, we announced
It's
Assassin's
only
Creed
a game.
Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The
Was
time
it?
period of Vikings is really, really inspiring. When we did our research, we found that, they were not mindless barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the
Show the
Vikings
game.
did, to really experience what it meant to be a Viking at that time. And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment that
Thank you,
most
Connor.
likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity. And this is exactly the feeling we want players to experience in this game.
Just show the game.
It is a personal adventure, it is the story of Eivor, a Viking chieftain. Eivor is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game. They will have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available. Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper. Vikings were brutal warriors.
Shields!
And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system.
What fight
to
system?
leverage the
Show me.
brutality and the intensity of Viking combat. Vikings were not only fighting face to face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed.
Gameplay.
They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to
see
win the
gameplay.
battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings.
Mario & Rabbids 2. It's not happening. We're not getting a Mario & Rabbids 2. I'm sorry.
We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on.
We've all seen
So
it.
please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Deep dive. I don't want a deep dive. Don't give it to me too deep. Just give me a little bit. I don't want it all ruined. I just want to see a tiny bit of it. Don't go too deep. Please don't go too deep. Why has everything got to be so
Assassin's
deep?
Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway. who will lead his or her battle-hardened
Play Live
warriors
was better
across
so
the North
far,
Sea
yeah.
to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal: to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good still.
As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline. Ground your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
Very muted and basic looking. It looks a lot like Witcher 3. Which, again, great game, but like 5-6 years old.
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find
I wish the
largest
resolution
variety of
wasn't so
enemies ever
friggin'
assembled in
awful
an
on this
Assassin's Creed
stream.
game.
It's so not
In an Assassin's
1080p.
Creed game.
It says it is, but
Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies.
that
for
forest
special
looks a
attacks,
little better.
while others will use nearby objects
From
to
what I
their
can
advantage,
see.
including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with a Viking harpoon. Pummel them with throwing axes.
That's kind of cool.
Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance, or finish them off. Dual wield any two weapons you wish.
Thank you, David.
To unleash a deadly combination of attacks. Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior.
Man, it looks very clunky.
All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including 2 shields.
It's interesting.
Not all situations call for violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As Eivor is not welcome in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in
Yeah,
towns
we've been
and
doing
bustling
that
cities.
since the first game. We get it.
Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes. An unseen hunter among the people. From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp.
That looks pretty.
You must feed off the land if you hope to endure. Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment. Search pagan temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement.
I can't tell if it looks good or not, like visually.
The more you explore,
It
the
kind
more
of
of
looks
England's
dated,
secrets you will reveal.
doesn't it?
Ravens, show no mercy!
Like it kind of looks about
But
5
as you
years
push
old.
deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today we will reclaim her. Today we fight for your land. And tomorrow we rebuild.
For East
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise. With unforgettable
Some parts
characters,
look nice. Yeah, some parts look
thrilling
really
triumphs,
nice.
and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Thank you, Tech. I don't know. I'm not gonna try and judge it too hard before I get to play it. It just doesn't look. It doesn't look incredible. It looks like, yeah, it looks nice in some areas, and
9th
then other
century
places
England
a
is
bit
truly
rough.
unlike anything the franchise has seen before. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will release this holiday season on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PS4,
Can we get
PC, and Stadia.
So Stadia, thank God. Can we
We're
get
close
dates
to wrapping
already?
up today, but before we go, our CEO, Yves Guillemot, is here to share a few
It's
words.
almost over already. Why did you even need this event?
I hope you will
Thank
have
you.
enjoyed what you have seen today, and that you will love playing these games. I'm proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, broad, and creative lineup of games. And we haven't shown you everything yet.
Thank you, Toby.
In fact, we have a lot more to come.
Today?
So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games.
When?
But before ending this show,
I would have done it
we
today.
have one more thing to share with
Because
you.
you showed mostly mobile games and games we already seen. Why would you do another event? Is this Skull and Bones? What is this? Thank you, David. Why does this music sound like Last of Us? Is this a movie? Is it a TV show? What am I looking at? Far Cry? Far Cry. It has to be Far Cry, right? Like, what else could it be? It's a cool little trailer. Yeah, it's Far Cry. This is actually a hype little trailer. I don't mind this. Don't claim me, YouTube. Don't give me a strike. Well, that was the coolest part of the entire event, and it was a cinematic trailer, so I mean, that tells you everything you need to know.
Fuerzas ultrapenetrantes, estamos cansados de los farsantes, de los...
A lot of people pointed out she had that scar on her eyebrow like that Vast guy did, whatever his name was.
It's beautiful, amigo. Perfect, but useless.
And that's...
I have something for you, dear.
The one guy from Breaking Bad.
Give me your hands.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe.
It's a moment killer.
The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me. Now. I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people They do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms.
So this is actually a good trailer.
Even if you have love in your heart,
it's
even
engaging
if you want what's best for them,
and interesting.
If you only want to save them from themselves. They will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong. They will answer you with screams, call you evil, a monster, and give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom.
It's really good acting.
You understand now? Prove it.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I would say February. It's a long way away. I would say out of everything in this event, that's the main thing I'm excited for. Because you kind of know what to expect from
we're wrapping
Far
up
Cry.
our first Ubisoft Forward. Today, we've seen the next generation of Assassin's Creed, the birth of a resistance in Watch Dogs Legion.
Was it really the next
The
generation?
cyber chaos of Hyperscape, and the epic reveal of Far Cry's newest installment, along with so much more.
Except
Remember,
both of those things
we'll
were
be back
leaked.
later this year with another Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game news and updates.
Thanks for joining us.
What is this leading into? Okay, it's the post show. Okay, well, let me get your thoughts and feelings. How do you feel? How's everyone in the chat feel about all of that? Give it a rating out of 10. Everyone throw your ratings out of 10 in the chat, please. I think I gave my feelings on it as we went. It wasn't very exciting, definitely. I'm glad I streamed it because I don't really have anything to talk about as far as a video goes. It was exactly an hour long, so I'll say that it wasn't too long. I'm glad it wasn't like 2 hours. But it wasn't good. It was not a good event. We didn't really get any new announcements of anything. They spent forever at the start. Wait, was it 2 hours? No. It was like 45 minutes. They showed this film, which they then said wasn't actually part of the game. It's a short film that they made, inspired by the game. So I don't know why we had to sit through that. That was really random. And really cringe at the end, too. And then they showed us a ton of the gameplay, but we'd already seen this. We saw this like a year ago. Probably more than a year ago. And it doesn't look like anything's changed since then. So we really just had to sit through more of it. Just whatever. It kept going, man. It kept going. And unlike Far Cry 6, that obviously has really engaging story and characters, they tried to teach you about this, like, that this guy who's, like, super corrupt and blah, blah, blah. But, like, he's so boring. I don't care about him. I don't care that this city is in turmoil. I don't care about her stabbing people. I don't care about any of it. I think the only reason I want to play this game is just to see how they actually handle being able to use every character in the game. Other than that, that's this game's gimmick. And other than that, I don't know. I actually think the last Watch Dogs looked more interesting. My gosh, this just kept going. This was like the first 10 minutes of the event. Holy crap, it keeps going. What the heck? And then it kind of kept going some more, didn't it? They like had a look at it. And then they went to these 3 in a row mobile games. They had Brawlhalla's going to mobile. They had Might and Magic or whatever it's called. Yeah, at mobile. And then they showed this Fortnite-looking game, which I think we can all assume is going to be a Battle Royale kind of game. Because why not do another one? And they've added the Splinter Cell guy. I forget, Sam? Is that his name? They added Splinter Cell DLC, probably, into this game to try and sell it. So they won't make a new Splinter Cell game, but they'll add Sammy Boy here into this weird Battle Royale mobile. So that was kind of heartbreaking to see. That's a similar level of FU as that Microsoft event when they showed Conker coming out a few years back, and then it ended up being that Project Spark, and they never actually did anything with Conker. Then they showed, what is this? Valhalla? Not Valhalla, sorry. I don't know what that was. I don't know what they're showing here. Esports in general. Siege, Rainbow Six Siege. I was talking over that. I was pretty annoyed by this point. Yeah, that game's been out forever. I mean, they're just showing respect to it, which I get. It has a really solid community, but not really an announcement. Not really something that, you know, anyone cares about. Then they went into Hyperscape, which the beta has been out for a little bit, and if you're interested, you've probably already seen your favorite streamer play it. I streamed this on Twitch. By the way, follow me on Twitch, Beat'em Wood. I was trying to say during the event, it's not a fun battle royale. It's very basic. The only thing that really made it engaging was, again, it had a gimmick of Twitch can interact with the game while you play. They can change things in the game. But it's really not as exciting as it sounds. They can just make it so there's zero gravity every now and then. It happens like every 5 to 10 minutes. But it's not like super interactive. But you remove that part. If you're just playing the game and you're not a Twitch streamer and no one's interacting with you in your stream, it's a very basic battle royale. I mean, if you like it, power to you, but I definitely prefer Apex. And then we saw a lot more of that. Then Assassin's Creed, which, yeah, I won't bag on that because I haven't played it. And the last couple Assassin's Creed games I thought looked gorgeous. But something about this game and everything we've seen from the leak to this gameplay, it looks like Witcher 3 graphics, which that's not a slight to Witcher 3, but that game came out like 5 or 6 years ago, and it's still a great looking game. So it's not that bad. It's not like I'm saying it looks like freaking Outer Worlds on Switch or anything. It's not very impressive, I don't think. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be fun. I'm not going to judge it. And then we got a trailer for Far Cry 6, which I think looked really cool, really engaging. I like the Far Cry games. I usually like how the bad guy has such a big presence, and usually an actual key motivator to playing the games, plus the pretty fun and smooth gameplay, is taking down whatever featured bad guy is in that game. And this one's Gus from Breaking Bad, and he is a pretty scary guy when he wants to be. So I think this game is going to end up being pretty fun. And this trailer, it was cinematic, of course, but I think it was the most engaging and interesting part of the entire event, because it actually had good storytelling. It had me glued to the screen, trying to figure out about these characters. It's kind of sad that this cinematic trailer at the end was the best part of the event, but no Rayman, of course no Persona, of course not Persona, sorry, of course no Prince of Persia. I don't know what my brain just did there. Of course no Prince of Persia. Of course no Splinter Cell, even though they're going to use Sammy Boy in the freaking trailer. Of course no Just Dance. Actually, I'm surprised about no Just Dance. That's actually surprising. Yeah, and Voss from Far Cry 3, I think it's interesting that he had a cut above his eye. The same eye that she has a cut above her eye. I wonder if that's related in any way, or if they're just paying homage to that character. It'll be interesting to see this dynamic unfold. Drops didn't even work, Wood? What drops? But, yeah, I don't think anyone really had a great time in this event. I don't know who this event was for. Again, if you're watching this event to find out what cool things Ubisoft... Oh, yeah, no Skull or Bones. Can I throw that out there? No Skull or Bones, no Beyond Good and Evil 2, no Gods and Monsters. 3 games that I've talked about this in videos. 3 games that they said were coming out and were supposed to be out multiple times by now, and yet still no word. Actually, Beyond Good and Evil, that's a lie. We still don't know much about that or when that game's coming out. But Skull and Bones has had like 4 different release dates now, and we've missed them all. Gods and Monsters has had 2 release dates, maybe, or at least 1. It was supposed to come out in February, and that was nowhere to be seen. So none of the games that they're working on that a lot of us are looking for were shown or announced, and instead we got Assassin's Creed, which already leaked earlier in the week, so we'd already seen it. Far Cry 6 cinematic trailer, which leaked earlier in the week, so we'd already seen these 2 characters. 3 mobile games, Hyperscape, which is already technically out in beta form, so people have seen and played it, and Watch Dogs Legion, which we've known about for years and we've seen a million times. So I'm really not sure what this event was for. I don't think anyone learned anything. I don't think anyone is more or less excited for anything that they were excited or not excited about before. Like, if you were looking forward to Watch Dogs or you weren't looking forward to it, I feel like you are probably still in the same boat. Same with Assassin's Creed, same with Far Cry 6. I don't know what the point of this event was. Was it an awful, horrible event? No, it was well presented, and it had things in it. It showed gameplay of things, but did it have purpose? Did anything happen? Did anything new? Did we get told anything? Any announcements? Like, I don't really feel like we did. So I think it's by far, as far as looking forward, like Ubisoft forward and showing us things and announcing things, I think this was probably one of the worst events we've seen. Solid event, but for what these events are supposed to be for, I would say this is one of the worst events we've seen. But that's just my thoughts, and I appreciate you guys hanging with me and streaming it with me. I had a lot of fun hanging with you guys, even if the event itself wasn't super fun. I want to say before you head out, make sure to follow me on Twitch. I'll probably go live on Twitch in a bit, later tonight, or I don't know, it depends. But today at some point. So follow me so you don't miss the little announcement thing when it happens. It's at BeatEmUpsWood on Twitch, and we'll play some games. Maybe we'll stream some Ubisoft games. I don't know. We'll see. I dropped a link to my Twitch in the chat there. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. If you're new and you haven't watched my channel before or my streams before or whatever, you haven't been in before, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I like streaming these events with you guys just because it's fun for me and because I don't always make a video reaction about them anymore because it's not really the same as it was when we had E3. And yeah, I actually miss E3 a lot. E3 was so much better. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say. I love you all. Thanks for all the likes on the stream. Over 2K likes. Hopefully, I won't know until I end this stream, but hopefully Ubisoft didn't strike my channel and block me from streaming like they did the last 3 years we filmed. We reacted to the Ubisoft event. If they do, then whenever this next one they're doing, which they really shouldn't be doing 2, we'll have to do that one on Twitch. But Yeah, thank you all. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Once Fox. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, everyone that donated, gave super chats. You're all incredible. You're all amazing. Everyone that followed me and subscribed. I see you all going over to my Twitch. I really appreciate it. I see you guys. Prince Prime's Workshop. I Detest, Mins, Kuba. They all just followed me on Twitch. So did Jay Wu-Tang. IF Fenex. Crash. Poke. Your names are so over the place. James with like 5 2s after the name. Thank you all for following me. Super Umbreon. So many new follows. But anyway, later, my people. I love you all so much. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. If you're headed back to work tomorrow, hope it doesn't suck. Hope you enjoy the week ahead of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you all. I appreciate all the love, the support, for being here. You're all fantastic. I really, 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 really mean it. Just because I didn't enjoy the event doesn't mean I didn't enjoy hanging out with all of you. Okay. Bye.